I have to cut my herd in half this year. Actually, more than half. So 47 goats ended up hitting the grass on my farm this year. By wintertime, I need to get my numbers down to 20. So go ahead and hit subscribe if you want to see how that grows throughout the seasons. I'll be giving y'all updates, and I'll be posting who actually gets to stay once all decisions are made. Here's a quick little preview of all the goats that have touched grass on Gather Together Homestead this year. Why do I need to get rid of so many goats? Honestly, space. So we have a roughly, I think it's slightly under 2-acre pasture right now with the goats. They have a main sacrifice pen, and then they have all these separate rotational grazing pens. There's about 12 mini pens that they can rotationally graze throughout those 2 acres, which is fine right now during the summer. Currently, our goats right now can get fresh forage. They also have hay, and all the girls that are either very young have some grain, and the ones that are on the milk stand get grain every day while they're being milked. But when the forage dies down, the feed bill goes up. Our feed bill, if we kept 47 goats over winter, would be astronomical, and it is not something that we are capable of doing. We do not have the space to sustain them. That being said, here's the plan. I have 3 bucks. All 3 are staying. That's decided. 2 of them were used last year, and we're retaining their daughters to see how their daughters develop and freshen next year. 1 I just purchased this year. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweet girl. Speaking of keepers, that's Virtue. Hey, baby girl. So our bucks are staying, but their situation is changing. We are in the process of putting up fence posts to give them a brand new pasture that's going to be primarily woods, so they'll have a significant amount of forage, and it's going to give them about 1 acre just for the boys. They're going to be thrilled. I have some grade girls left. We've sold off most of our grade goats in previous years. We do have a few grade goats left. All of the girls will likely be staying because they're sentimental and I love them, and that would hurt really bad. But they are technically pets, not necessarily productive on the homestead, although I still do breed them. They still do make babies and they still get milk. Then we have our senior does. I'm still working through the senior doe list of who gets to stay and who gets to go. So those are going to be some tough choices because I have honestly never sold any of my registered senior girls yet. That is potentially going to change this year. As far as juniors, I have 2 juniors that we kept last year in 2025. They will be freshening next year. They were a little bit too small to freshen this year, so next year will be their first freshening. I am also planning to retain 5 girls from this year. 5. That's it. I'm not allowed to keep them all. So for my juniors, I'm limited to 7. That's going to be fun choosing. Hard line here. I am not selling any bucks this year. 0 bucks are leaving my homestead intact. So any wethers that we have are either going to be sold as pets, already castrated before they ever leave my farm, or they're going to go in my freezer. Here's the reality of our situation. If they don't stay and they don't sell, they're going in the freezer. That being said, all wethers that are still here will go in the freezer. All senior does that are still here will go in the freezer. And it's not something to be ashamed of. Our family does raise our own meat. We do process our own animals. But it is something very controversial in the goat world. So I'm not going to lie to you. That is what's going to happen to any of our goats that are still here come wintertime. Where we stand right now is this. Some of the goats from our farm, some of the 47, have already exited our farm. They were sold, not eaten, except for one. Technically, one of those 47 has been processed and is in our freezer. But everyone else is still on the farm or has been sold to a breeder home or a pet home. So if you want to see who makes the cut by the end of the season, go ahead, like and subscribe this video, and I will be posting updates, and once our final choices are made, I will be letting y'all know who made the cut.